Hello students, today we are going to learn checkbox and option buttons in VB6. So we already learnt label, text box, command button, list box, combo box, etc. So along with that one, so today we are going to learn something about the checkbox and the option button. So first we will see what exactly the checkbox and the option buttons. Okay, option buttons are also called the radio buttons. Option buttons are also called radio buttons because of their shape. So option buttons are already you might have seen in so many applications. There will be one or more round buttons, so using which the user can select something. Okay, using which the user can select something. So here in this form I will just show you the group of option buttons. Say this round button is nothing but the option button. Okay, similarly, so another option button, say second, say 3, there will be 3 option buttons. So these option buttons are in round shape. Similarly, there are another the buttons like check boxes. What you can say? You can simply say check boxes. So the nature or characteristic of the check boxes are the user can check the option. So here you can see easily. Okay, I will make all the controls font will be little bit more so that all of you can easily view the option buttons as well as the check boxes. Okay, so for that, so I will make it 17 something. Okay, so you can see all these option buttons and check boxes easily. Say here option buttons controls in a group of 2 or more because their purpose is to offer a number of mutually exclusive choices. So there are some situations like say courses. User need to select the courses. Among more 3, 4, 5, 6 something, or among n, what you can say. So this option button group will be used when there are multiple options or more than one options, but under which user can choose only one. So that is very important. Anytime user can select only one. So anytime users click on a button in the group, user can click on only one button. It switches to the selected state and all other controls in the group become unselected. Means if there are 5 option buttons, out of 5 option buttons, user may select only one. Okay, so that is the main behavior or characteristic of option buttons. So option buttons may be in the list, in the group, in list. Okay, 1, 2, 3 like that. So it may be displayed with particular values as the captions. But among 4 or 5 or among n, the user can select only one. That is very important. And preliminarily operations of option button controls are similar to those check boxes. Of course, andre check boxes ಅನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಟನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್, ಓಕೆ, and the meaning of the options in real world. Okay, in the real world, say users set an option button controls caption property to a meaningful string, and if users want, users can change its alignment property to make the control right aligned. Okay, so this will be, again I will show you. So these are the option buttons, isn't it? Option 1. So you can change the caption. So I will change it to BSc. Say second one I will say BCA, and third one I will say BCom something. So I have changed the captions of all these three options, but basically this is option 1, option 2, and this is option 3, of course. Next, similarly, you can change the alignment. So by default it is left alignment, so you can make it right, so that this symbol and the string will be displayed first, and this round symbol will be next, but by default it will be left. Okay, so you can change the 4 colors, etc. Enable, visible, so these properties may be changed, but generally, so we are going to change only its caption property, okay. Say caption property, option 1's caption is BSc, option 2's caption is BCA, and it is BCom. Say, so what you can do is, during the runtime, we'll run it, okay. So user can select any one. So by default the first one is selected, of course, okay. You can just see it, run it. So 1 is selected, so you can select BCA or you can select BCom. So as you are changing the selections from BSc to, so BCA, if you click on BCA, so automatically it is deselected. If you select BCom, automatically deselected. So altogether its behavior is, you can select only one. Okay. So that is one information regarding the option button. And the second information is, you can change the caption property and also the alignment property. Okay. Next, if the control is the one in group, then that is the selected state, users also set its value property to true. The option button's value property is a Boolean value. Means if the option is selected, then it gives true. If any option is not selected, that means false. So Boolean means it has two options, Boolean. So either true or false. If it is selected, that means true. If it is not selected, that means false. Okay. Then value is the default property for this control. This is default property of. Okay. So if you say dot, option 1 dot, option 2 dot, option 3 dot, like that you can zoom in. Okay. So out of the group 3 or 4 or 5, so user may select any one, so which is best suits for his interface. And second one is, okay, so because it is in group, so there may be 2 or more, of course. Anytime during the user interface running, the user can click on any one, means it selects selected state and all the other controls in the group become unselected. Right? Whenever you click on a particular option like option 2 or option 3, that will be selected, and the same time the remaining option buttons will be deselected. You have already seen this. So this option button is also called a radio button because it is in the shape round, nothing else. Okay, option buttons. So it gives different options. It gives the user to different options for that. So the name option button has given. Okay, fine. Then you will come to say check boxes. So check boxes will be in the shape of say square. If you click it, you can select it. If you once again click on it, so it will be deselected. So this is called toggle one. This is called toggle one. So you can select this, you can select this. If it is selected, if you click once again, it will be deselected. But this time if you click or once or 2 times, so there is no response at all because we have not written any code for its click event. Okay, but its behavior will be like that. So one thing you can do, you can observe. So I have selected all 3 here. So I have selected only these 2, first and last. I have selected only first and second. I can select only second and last one. So I can select only one. I can select any one, this one or this one or this one, or I may not select anyone. So these are the nothing but the prop. So checkbox properties are, so checkbox is going to be checked whenever you click on it, and similarly if you click again, So it gives the toggle meaning. Toggle meaning means once it clicks, it enables. Once again you click, it disables. Click means so it is selected. Once again you click, it is deselected. But in checkbox group, you can select all the checkboxes, or you may select any number of checkboxes, or you may select none. You may select none. So in the user interface, where the user can select one or more options, one or more options, or none. So in those cases, so we are going to select this. We are going to select this. Say I want to select. Say I will say it is laptop. I will say this is mobile. I will say desktop. So here I have given the names like for the checkbox 1 laptop, for the checkbox 2 mobile, for the checkbox 3 desktop. So during the selection, so user may select all if the user wants all these three, or if the user wants only mobile, okay, user wants mobile and laptop, or mobile and desktop, or only mobile, or only desktop. So you go on selecting it. Okay, once you click, it is selected. Once again you click, it is deselected. Once you click selected, once again you click deselected. It's called toggle. It's called toggle. Okay, so this is how to operate. So how to operate? We are operating like this. But if you click here, so if you click on BSc, so BCA and BCom will be deselected. If you click on BCom, these two will be deselected. If you click on BCA, these two will be selected. So in nature or in real world, where the user can select only one among n, many, so in those cases we will select this. So you cannot name the checkboxes like BSc, BCA, BCom, because in nature or in real, so one student at a time cannot enroll for multiple courses. So course names should be given in the option buttons. Here these are the things. One can purchase laptop, mobile, desktop at a time, or mobile and laptop, or laptop on desktop, or mobile and desktop, whatever may be the combination. The user may select any and among the group. So in those cases you need to use this. So by keeping all this information in our mind, so while designing the interfaces for the application, so we have to decide, the designer has to decide, so whether to use checkboxes or option buttons, whether to use the list box or combo box, like that, whether to use label or text box. So these are some preliminary informations regarding the controls. Okay, so here we are doing again checkbox control. Say the checkbox control is similar to the option button, except that the list of choices can be made using checkboxes, where users cannot choose more than one selection using the option button. Using the option button, what you can do is only one option is there, but using the checkbox, user has many options. Okay, next, by ticking the checkbox or clicking, the value is set to true. Once again you click, the value becomes false. This control can also be grayed when the state of the checkbox is unavailable, in the gray color. So when it is unavailable, it will be displayed in the gray color. But users must manage that state through the code. You have to mention. So sometimes some options will be in the disable mode. So if the user chooses it, then it will be enabled. Or if any other option is chosen, then automatically so that will be selected. Okay, when the user places a checkbox control on a form, all users have to do usually is set its caption property to a descriptive string. So that is the same thing what I would do. Laptop for the check 1, mobile for the check 2 and the desktop for the check 3. So we should not keep those checkboxes or option buttons with the default string values like option 1, check 2. So we want something else. So default names of the default caption of the controls are like that: text 1, label 1, command 1, list 1, combo 1, like that. Later the user can change the captions. Okay. Users might sometimes want to move the little checkbox. Okay, so you can change the caption, you can change the again alignment, right, justify, so that checkbox symbol will be moved rightwards. Okay. Similarly, the only important event for the checkbox control is click event. Means whenever user clicks on it, the checkbox will be selected or deselected. So selected and selection and deselection, so both will be performed, both will be done with click event. Okay, so here which fires when either the user or the code changes the state of the control. So in the control we have to write some codes, so that we have to detect so whether the checkbox is selected or not. So then we have to take the decision. Okay. Similarly, in many cases user don't need to write code to handle this event. Instead, users just query the controls value property when our code needs to be processed. Means for the click event we are not going to write. So what is the meaning of this one is, so at the time of execution, so you will select 1 or 2, but you will not do anything with the click event. Later when the user clicks on submit something. Okay, so I will give, here it's a submit button, here it is say submit, here is a submit button. Okay, so when the user clicks on submit when the user clicks on submit button, then we are going to decide, or we are going to check the values whether laptop is selected, mobile is selected, or desktop is selected, or how many of these three have been selected. So on click event only to select the particular options or items, but we are not going to execute any code here with this. So we are going to execute the code only after when you click on submit. So on clicking on submit means private sub command on click, so you have to check whether check 1 is selected, check 2 is selected, check 3 is selected. Similarly, option 1 is selected, or option 2 or option 3. Okay, so this is the information here it has been given. Next one, users usually write code in checkbox controls click event when it affects the state of other controls. For example, if the user clears a checkbox, users might need to disable one or more controls on the form, re-enable them when the user clicks on it. Okay, or else, so you might have seen about this show password. So if you click here, or if it is selected, then the password will be shown. So whatever the password you have written in the text box will be visible. If it is not selected, means empty, if it is empty, then so passwords will be in the asterisk symbol. So it happens with the mobile also. Okay, so these are the general properties and characteristics that we are going to work with this. Okay, so I will just try with this one first. Okay, on submit, so I will write to display selected course, means which course the user has selected. I want to just display it. Okay, so then I have to say message box say MSG or string. So what is the value of str? I don't know. So in order to get this one, so I have to check if option 1 dot value is equal to true. So because it is boolean, then if option 1 dot value equal to true means if option 1 is selected, then so str equal to, so you can say this is option, isn't it? So this is course name is or BSc, or you can directly say option 1 dot caption. Option 1's caption is nothing but BSc. So in the str instead BSc is going to be stored. Okay. Else, because here we need to go for else if, because one more option is there. Else if say option 2 dot value equal to true, there's a possibility of selecting second one, means BCA as our course. Then str equal to here option 2 dot caption, option 2 dot caption, CAP. Yes. Else what? So only remaining option is the third one. Otherwise str equal to, that is option 3 dot caption. Then say end if. So in the str, any one's option, option 1's caption or option 2's caption or option 3's caption will be displayed. Okay, we'll say option 1's caption is BSc, option 2's caption is BCA, and option 3's caption is BCom. So you run it. Okay, choose anyone. Okay, and then click on submit. Okay, so here I will not declare this one. Okay, so use dim str. Okay, even though you may not declare the variable, without declaring also it is possible, but here there is an option is enabled, so we need to declare the variable, say str. Next, just you choose BCom. Okay, so you can make it more interactive. How? The course selected is, you can say, you can use ampersand symbol in order to join. So str will have BSc, BCom or BCA, but this is one text which we are going to combine with this, concatenate this. So the course selected is either BCom or BSc or say BC. So I have selected BCA. The course selected is BCA. Again, course selected is BCom. So I will select this one, first one. So course selected is BSc. On clicking on option buttons, we are not going to get any informations like clicking, but on click command button like submit button, so we are getting the values, which one is selected, and according to that, so we are going to store. So if option 1 is selected, then option 1's caption will be stored in str. Otherwise, suppose if the option 2 is selected, then its caption will be stored in the str. Otherwise, if option 3 is selected, okay, so then option 3's caption will be stored here. This is end if. So then we are displaying which course it is. But it is with the option button, of course. But with the checkbox it will be different. With the checkbox it will be different. Okay, so with the checkbox, so I will remove this. With the checkbox, so what you can do? If check 1 dot value here equal to 1, so you should not say true or false, 1, then so str equal to what? Check 1 dot caption. Check 1 dot caption. Similarly, else, of course, else, when else is going to be used? If user has to select any one, then else will be used. So if check1 dot value is selected, check1 dot value equal to 1, that means check1 is selected, then str equal to check1 dot caption, and if. So that is separate, no? So the selection of the checkboxes are separate. There is no relation between this. If you have selected laptop, then you have to select mobile, or if you have selected mobile, then you need to select desktop. So all these are individual selections. You can select this one, this one, this one, this one separately. So as the user can select these checkboxes separately in the real choices, similarly we have to write the code. We have to write the code separately. If check2 dot value equal to 1, then what? str equal to check2 dot caption, and say and if. Similarly, one more if statement you need to give in order to have check3 dot value equal to 1, then you need to say str equal to check3 dot caption, and say. But here there is one logical error. So if you have selected first one, so of course str equal to check1 dot caption, that is say laptop will do. Suppose if you have selected check1 and check2, then str value should be this one and this one. Okay, so you can run it so that logical error will be easily detected. Suppose I have selected all these three, but if you click on submit button, it will show you, so the course selected is desktop, the item selected is, okay, run it. So if you select all these three, the item selected is desktop. Even though you have selected these two, but it will not display this particular, because so we have given like this. First it will check in the str laptop is stored. If it is checked, yes, it is checked. In the str mobile is stored, mobile string is stored, and again the third checkbox is also selected. So here what I can say, desktop is stored. Finally desktop is stored, but it should not like this. So what we have to do is, we have to make this, we have to combine this str equal to str ampersand. So this is the thing, but sum is equal to sum plus a, sum is equal to sum plus I. Suppose if this one is selected, so you have to do like this. Okay, so if you just select it, say this one and this one, of course all three have been selected. Just you click, the selected is laptop, mobile, desktop, but there is no gap here, so you can put the gap here only in the design itself. So in the caption you can give the space, one space here for each and every one. This is very easy. In the caption you can give after desktop, after P, you please provide one space here. Then you run it, choose all these three, laptop, mobile, desktop, or if you choose any two, laptop and desktop, so the item selected is laptop and desktop. If you select only these two, okay, so laptop, it gives the correct. Okay, or if you select all. Suppose there is another possibility that user may not select anyone, so then user select, the item selection is empty. So you can also give the user not selected any item. So where is, so again you have to go for one more if statement. In that, so what you need to check is, if check1 dot value equal to 0 and check2 dot value equal to 0 and check3 dot value equal to 0, then you can say str equal to none. Then automatically here in this, the item selected is none. So you have to put one more if statement. So I think this is sufficient for you. This is sufficient for you. Okay. So I hope so you have understood already. So this one without any complexity. Okay. Please watch this one, rewind this one, and make the codes written on your notepad or notebook and make a PDF and send it to me. Okay. Thank you.